doing nothing but steering. And to do that, I feel wiggles. Oh dear. Can't talk. Trying to get in shape again. As you can see from the lines, I hope, in this video, a lot of geometry is covered, even if it isn't nicely encased in a matrix like this driveway with its lines. But out in the free, out in the world of triking, you'll find that there's always a metric out there. You can measure your progress somehow. Some feeling tells you how far you've gone or how fast you're going. You don't need the lines. Everything becomes a line just because you're a wise carver. You've done it so many times in so many conditions that it now has become automated, and you got time to make a video and do the soundtrack without huffing and puffing too much. Obviously, I'm working the slope here on my driveway, obviously, to the trained eye. Of course, I couldn't have gone up this slope in the first 3 months that I owned this machine. It took a while just to learn to do the darn thing. I'd come home with hands and wrists so sore because I was hanging on too tight. No, it was a bother. But boy, that free ride down the hill, even if it's just for one car for a few inches forward, it's a free ride to go there and a free ride to go there. Just tip over that little invisible hill. Free ride to even go uphill. If you're willing to slug it out a couple times to get there. And there's your proof of gravity. Ain't no carving backwards without a little help. And that slope, it'll kick you up to 10 miles an hour way too fast. Even this little slope, you better be carving some of it off and then directing it. Otherwise, you're going to have to step off the vehicle, sir. It is no longer safe to try and stay on board. Here we go. I had to unleash that, unweight that foot pedal pad. I can't tell you how much fun it is to go up a slight slope. It really makes you know, I gotta have something to do with this machine that's perfect in order to use all my muscle for the ascent rather than scraping or not putting enough in where in has to be where it's put or something. You can just take these big wide carves and never you mind, just throw yourself into these big wide arcs. You know, do this for hours, you know. Or you can just go against the slope, earn your way up, and then say, how do I spend this on the way down? Well, I can do circles for free. grab a little speed, do a circle, come down the hill. This is all free. Alright, now I gotta earn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the plateau. I don't know if you can see over here. And it's so nimble. If you're in trouble, you got the brakes. And if not, you got your skills. And finally, you're a Trikker. You've learned to dismount in a hurry on at least some of these things you can see ahead of time. Of course, the ones that are hardest to see are the ones that get you, by definition, right? I do that just for fun. You don't need to pick up your front wheel. But it's like hi-ho silver when you're on this thing, you know? The beast responds to you, and you better be true to its design. Otherwise, it'll unhorse you. Can't nobody just ride silver, you know? Or any of the other famous horses, what, Trikker? I used to know all the horses' names. Buttercup for Dale. Oh, well. I think when you can glide. I think when you can just go, oh, 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 yeah. It's just so liquid, fun, efficient, hyperbolically mathematical. I should rewrite the words to modern Major General for this kind of thing. I'm the perfect hyperbolic carver. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that would be a work. That'd be 5-6 hours of working. Another hour to reread so many times I memorize it and then change it anyway. But as you can see, although I'm not getting out of breath here, I'm working up a sweat. I'm working the muscles. It's just that I can choose how much I have to work. If I really want to hit, you know, I can start hitting the carbs harder, you know. Believe me, I'm sweating harder now. You see? And this is just in your driveway. You have all this choice to do ballet, or display. Yeah. Or you can even practice dismay. Oh no, I'm going backwards. When do I unweight? I don't know. Swing that thing around. Oh, come on, babe. I hope that one out. You don't always get it right. But maybe the next trick will convince them to not remember the failures. Whoa, you see how much I stretched that? Yeah, you gotta watch that. Or you'll be trying to find another trike arm. They're called arms, I call them legs. You got several parts down there that can bend if you stretch them going backwards. Isn't that sweet to just coast over that top part of the slope and then just inch it over like this? Now, how did I do that so well? Well, it's just, you trike enough, you get a feel for just how much of a slope you're on, how much you got to do to throw your weight up that hill, however many inches. Of course, I'm doing these wide swaths because they're just so fun, but on a hill this slight, you would just go straight up it like this. That's all. or some combination thereof. Depends on how you hit the area. If you hit it 8 miles an hour, man, you're going straight up any slope like this. You hardly even call it a challenge. Zoom, 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 you're up, you know. From a stop, it's another story. Another story altogether to get up that hill. I'm already on the slope. The feet have to come in on this, otherwise you're really putting everything into the upper body. It can be done, but it costs you more. When you throw your feet into it, that's when you can conserve some momentum and put your lower body's mass into the carve, you know. More so. It's always in there a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you. Can I go around again? Of course I can. What's my record? 3 times. I don't know. Am I up to my record tonight? You gotta hit it just right to get just as much energy into it as you can. And maybe cheat about 6 inches of going down the slope. Let's see what we can do here. 1. Starting 2. Oh no. Why even try? Try it again. I went too far down. Needed to work that momentum a little higher up on the slope. Okay. Yeah, I think I gotta go up the slope and enter it from the dark side here. Okay, I'm now in the dark side. Now let's get a little bit more momentum management onto the top of this hill here. Okay, cross it once, twice. Come on, baby. 3 times. See, I had to go down another 6 inches. I call that a feat of daring do. Try it. If you can do it, you'll be like me. You'll be going, all right, 3 of them. All right, yeah. I'll tell you, it just doesn't get old to get the free ride down and then be in charge of your ascent into destiny. Hit the free ride right at the top. Go down 2 feet. Take another 2 circles. 1. Can I do it? Maybe. Oh yeah, over the top. Alrighty. And then 2. And a victory lap. There we go. And I'm dizzy. If you don't see this as a metaphor for life, well, start the video over again. Isn't this how it goes? You got your downs, which can sometimes be fun. You got your ups. They cost you to get up there. Maybe that price paying to get up here. Maybe you husband it. Maybe you manage that momentum. But when you're down here, you're only as good as your stamina. Get a bit. Yeah. I dabble. It is a metaphor for me because if you take the right direction in life, you get a free car. You know, even if you're going uphill and you think nobody's helping you up the hill, by going sideways a little bit and just throwing yourself into that downward slope that life is throwing you down, then you'll pretty soon be enjoying triking so much it won't matter if you're on the trike or not. Silly. But this choice of speed and the cresting, all this is due to the slope, you know. It would be much more mindful if this was all on the flats, because then I'd have to decide how fast I slow down. But here the slope has to, I gotta agree with this angle. If it's not inclined any less than it is, I'm not going any faster than I can without putting in the same amount of muscle. One thing about triking is the silence. Even though I'm babbling here, the silence. Where was the need for me to be saying, oh, now I'm going to go up here, now I'm going to go up there, now I'm going to go up there. I just went up. There's no trying. Just do, yeah? Thank you, Yoda. And I'm not really pushing it that hard, as you can tell, but yeah, I'm getting there. I've had a busted ankle for 4 months now, and still hurts after one of these sessions, but I gotta put these in just to give myself some chance of fitness. Hey, these things turn. Gildo said to me, you know why I invented this? So it could turn. I wanted something that could turn fast. And my neighbor just returned home. They're going, what? Mr. Weirdo's in his driveway. Car lights are on him. Alright, lock the doors, Myrtle. That paranoia brought you by the fact that I'm out here way at night. It's a weeknight. I shouldn't be lighting up the neighborhood. Lights are shining right at that house over there, but they're all dark. Alrighty, well, this is your old philosopher signing off. I'm not going to push it too much here. And I'll see if there's anything salvageable from the video. Can't expect you to watch this whole dance. Well, I'd have to pay you to listen to the soliloquy. And I hope that the carving and the grace of it has been ample payment. Ample payment. Alright, do we go in the garage fast or sedately after one last ascension? I guess the choice has been made, although I could put on the brakes or take my time really coming down fast. You know, just lay around at the top. You just have to throw one carb to stay right on the cusp of the hill. So here we go. Going in the garage fast. Here we go. That was good.